Hi everyone, my name's Scott. Welcome to Planes, Trains, Everything, and welcome to Malmo in Sweden. Today I'm catching a very special train. It's the longest scheduled train journey in Europe. It's operated by a Swedish open access company called Snälltåget and it operates from Malmo to Innsbruck. Now that might sound like a bit of a random journey, but there is logic in that. It's a skiers special and it operates at least once a week. When I say it's a long journey, I'm not kidding. It's 21 hours and 19 minutes, 1,760 kilometres or 1,069 miles, and it's an overnight journey. When you book this and you go for a seat, you're allocated a seat number. You have no choice. And I don't know whether my seat number is forward-facing, rear-facing, an aisle or a window. I guess we'll find out shortly. You can actually book a sleeping compartment if you wish. There's a slight catch. You can't book it on a one-way basis. There are two types of sleeping compartments you can get. One is sharing with three strangers. That's just as bad as being in a seat. Or you can get the solo, and I thought, aha, let's look into that. One slight problem, you can't book a solo on a one-way basis. It has to be part of a return journey. But you can book the compartment from Malmo down to Innsbruck and the cheapest seat back to Malmo. And I thought, let's look into that option. It is possible. The fare will jump from £86, which I'm paying at the moment, to just over 650. So guess what I'm not doing tonight? This always worries me when I see this on a confirmation. Timetable is preliminary, subject to change. I would like to think that if it did change, they would let me know. I'm here at Malmo with a couple of hours to kill. I'm going to get some lunch because there is a restaurant car on board. I think meals have to be eaten at the restaurant and they do recommend you book that in advance. I haven't done so, so it might be a snack, a coffee at my seat. The times for today's trains: 15:40 out of Malmo, arrives into Innsbruck at 12:59 tomorrow. So it's a long one, but I am looking forward to it. I'm glad you guys are coming along with me as well. Right, let's wander around Malmo railway station and then maybe get a coffee to get me up to cruising altitude. Malmo is a great wee station. There's a bit of everything here. There's a Burger King and a Subway if you're desperate. Loads of other places where you can eat, drink, coffee shops, news agents. There's even a co-op supermarket. There's everything here. The only thing, and this is just me, train departure boards only seem to show trains up to about 30 minutes before departure. And I like to know well in advance what platform it's leaving from, so I can get that all-important thumbnail shot. Aha! Through the power of deduction, but mainly good luck, I found this departure board on platform 5A, and there's my train, 15:40 to Innsbruck. This is a seriously long train. Good news. 2 hours before departure the trains come in. Good news is it's not compartments, it's actually normal seats, but they appear to have forward facing and rear facing. I think this will be okay. Well, for 21 hours anyway it'll be fine. Let's face it, if I can spend 40 to 50 hours on Flixbus, I can handle 21 hours on this. I've just walked the length of the train and there seems to be about 10 or 11 sleeper coaches and just 2 for seats. Fancy a sneaky look at a sleeping compartment? Let's do this. It's just your standard 4-share compartment, 2 people on each side, but when it's time to sleep, 2 up there. Some people are actually boarding. It's an hour before departure, it's a little bit early. Yeah, so I had a little sneaky look inside the restaurant car. Looks actually quite cozy in there. Oh, this is a seriously windy, cold platform, I'll tell you. I think my nose is glowing. First one in the car, seat 102. Where does my destiny lie? Here. But which one is which? I think that means 101 is the window, so I've got an aisle seat and it's rear facing. Hooray! That was actually probably a worst case scenario, but oh well. 21 hours, like I said, it beats 40 to 50 hours on Flixbus. At least I didn't get one of these table seats. I hate facing people. And before I've got an audience, let's check out this toilet. Considering I'm the first person in the actual carriage itself, this is spotless. Got a baby changing thing as well. Can the windows open? Ooh, let's find out. Result, look at that. I've got a real thing about hanging out of windows for action shots. Although there's a restaurant car, I didn't see a cafe of any sort. Wow, that's a dirty seat, isn't it? So I might go for another recce down the train, see if there's actually a cafe of any sort. I wonder where they got these old carriages from. It might be German. Let's see if we can find out. Any obvious clues as to who's built them? Nah. Mind you, I don't really know what I'm looking for. Just a builder's plate or something. Anything down there? Nah. I'm just checking a rail forum here. They think that the coaches date from the 1960s or 70s and were used by the Deutsche Bahn, although they were refurbished in 2018. Yeah, so despite the rear-facing aisle seat, I'm actually looking forward to this journey. It's going to be quite a lot of fun. The seats don't look too bad, and this always beats an overnight coach journey, that's for sure. Right, where is that restaurant? And let's see if there's a cafe. That one might be locked. Right, let's go in here and see what they've got to offer. Yeah, there's a well-stocked bar and a cafe, snacks, coffee, that kind of thing. I bought some food for tonight anyway at the co-op, just in case, but I might pop there for coffee later on. I must say, some of these seats are absolutely filthy. Is it really that hard to clean seats? I wonder what's been going on here. Maybe I shouldn't ask. So before we've got an audience, let's give this a try. That's alright. They don't recline. They have an armrest. There's a table. One thing they don't have, probably to do with the age of the trains, is charging points. out of order, and the train hasn't even left Malmo yet. The first impression is it looks very smart, but when you have a closer look at it, it's a little bit run down, it needs a bit of maintenance. These are old carriages, I know, but get the toilet fixed, clean these seats. I certainly can't complain about the amount of legroom. Loads. This is seriously weird, bordering on a bit creepy. 15 minutes before departure, and I'm the only person in this carriage. Where is everyone? Or maybe these rich skiers have all got the sleeping compartments, who knows? Very, very weird.
There are some troubles across the bridge today caused by the weather, so we are only allowed to travel in 30 kilometers per hour instead of our ordinary 200 kilometers per hour across the bridge. This means that we will lose some more time when we are crossing the Öresund. But you are more than welcome aboard. This is the Snälltåget service headed towards Innsbruck. We are on the way to Denmark right now. We will be calling at Snälltåget and coming. Thereafter we will continue into Germany, where we are calling at Hamburg around 10 o'clock this evening. From Hamburg we will continue through the night and arrive at Munich East Station tomorrow morning. From Munich we will continue into Austria, where we are calling firstly at Salzburg, followed by Bischofshofen, and thereafter St. Johann in Pongau, Selamsee, St. Johann in Tirol, Kitzbühel.
We left Malmo with maybe 6 passengers in the coach, and apparently there are lots of stops along the way, and I think it's going to start getting busy once we hit Hamburg. Welcome to Padborg on the Denmark-Germany border. They're changing the locomotive drivers, so we're allowed to stand out on the platform for 5 to 10 minutes. We're running about 35 minutes late at the moment. Hey, and against all odds, I actually managed to nod off for 35 minutes. I can't believe it. I must have been tired. But I'm getting back in, it's absolutely freezing here. Ooh. As you get closer to the cafe bar and the restaurant, the parties increase. Every second compartment has a party in it, spilling out into the corridor. I was speaking to the guy at the shop and he says, "This is nuts. Now I have to tell everyone to be quiet because it's gone 10 PM. Good luck." Oof.
Tidtabellen. Vi har alltså hämtat in vår försening under natten. Vi har inhämtat vår försinkelse under natten. Så tåget är igen i rätt tid.
Next stop, Innsbruck.
Och avstigningen här i Innsbruck är på höger sida i tågets färdig.
And we've made it to Innsbruck. We were only 10 minutes late after a 21-hour journey. That's pretty good going, especially when we were about an hour late at one point. That was because of the bridge between Sweden and Denmark had a speed restriction because of strong winds. We're down to about 30 miles an hour or 30 kilometers an hour. Well done, Snälltåget. Some online reviews aren't very kind towards Snälltåget, but I thought they were okay. They really need to clean their seats though. Every single seat seemed to have a stain of some sort, which is a little bit disconcerting. But yeah, I didn't find them a problem at all. The seats aren't really designed for overnight travel. If you've ever travelled on the Caledonian Sleeper between Scotland and London, you know that the seats there don't actually recline, they just kind of slide forward, and it's the same thing with these seats here as well. They slide forward about that much, and that doesn't really help you sleep at all. I was just thinking last night, I am so glad I didn't pay £650 for a solo cabin. I'll tell you what, those cabins had parties going. These skiers love to have a party. In fact, I'm pretty sure most of them are going to be pissed before they hit the piste, if you know what I mean. So having used this service, I now understand how the service works. It stops at cities in Germany, and it stops off at all the smaller stations where the ski resorts in Austria. That's how it works. So that's Europe's longest scheduled train journey, 1,720 kilometres or 1,069 miles. I'm glad you came along with me, and I hope to see you next time.